Welcome in, guys. Episode 74 of the Chillin for Our Lives podcast. Today, I'm your host, ElectricityWave, and I am joined in by Stadium Beats. And today, we have a very, very special guest. We've been waiting to get him on for quite some time. He's a content creator, variety streamer. He makes funny videos, got a lot of energy, very wise, hence the name. And recently,
also goofy.
Recently, Twitch partner. Congrats on that. Welcome in, GoofyWise.
How you doing, guys? How you doing? Hey, glad to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We can also, we can dive into the goofy side. We can dive into the wise side. I actually have section off parts.
Oh Lord! All right,
like your goofy questions and your wise questions.
I love that shit because honestly, that's how I try to split up my content in a way. So like, I love that shit. We love it. We love a balance. I'm a Libra and shit. I'm all about balance.
Mm-hmm. I love your logo, your profile picture, avatar, where it's like half. You're like split half and half. I like that a lot.
Yeah, bro.
The people can't see it, but look him up on his Twitter. You'll see.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, let them know.
We can start in by like, what's the daily routine for GoofyWise in terms of life and content? Like, what's a day in the life?
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, I mean, this is someone who just kind of who's getting the shit together and really practicing a morning routine, which I've kind of been doing for like the last couple of weeks on and off. Like, I'm not really, I mean, we always stumble in our habits sometimes, but it starts about me waking up in the morning, probably around 7:00, getting up. I usually walk my dog at 7. Then I come back home. I usually, what do I do after I get home? I'm like, fuck. I'm putting on the spot right now. I'm like, oh,
what do I do?
What did I just do today? Like, fuck.
Who am I?
Yeah, who am I? Where am I? No, but I usually walk my dog in the morning, and then I come back home and I do some yoga, like a 10-15 minute yoga routine. Then I do some meditation to kind of ground myself, to kind of anchor myself. And then I usually go for a bike ride, come back, eat some food. And then that's when I get, onto my content stuff. And, it wasn't always this is extensive. But noticing like when I would like in really stressful times that I would need to lean on these kind of things to kind of ground myself and alleviate a lot of my stress. I'm all about self-care these days. It's so important. Like self-care is revolutionary in a world that hates your existence. And I think if you look at what's going on on a day-to-day basis of our society and, this world clearly fucking hates us. So you gotta take care of yourself, man, for real. Self-care is numero uno in my book right now.
It's huge.
Yeah. When it came to like taking care of yourself, and what made you make that change, and what changes do you see in your like daily mindset?
What made me make that change? See, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm a very hard-headed motherfucker sometimes with a lot of my bad habits. So like these I'm finding that I'm having to relearn lessons over again sometimes. Just because I have this internalized, I call it internalized capitalism, where I have the need to want to put work over everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of that is because that's how I got where I am today. You know what I'm saying? In the early days, I wasn't doing no self-care. I would just wake up in the morning, fucking 6 a.m., get on my fucking computer and start trying to make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? And that got me some places. Was it optimal? Probably not. Is there a lot of baggage from that? Yeah, but it got me going in the beginning. And it's like those habits are kind of sticking with me. So like there's times where I kind of go in and out of that. But ultimately the choice usually occurs when I feel as though that there's too much stress on me and I'm very unhappy because of that stress. And that the lack of fulfillment is really what it is, because I don't feel fulfilled because I haven't like done enough. So it's like, that's usually when I have to, I'm getting a lot of anxiety, I'm getting a lot of depression. That's when I started, okay, I got to start doing something to kind of anchor myself and ground myself and remind myself how far I've come and be grateful for all the things that I have now and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Do you find it hard to reflect on your achievements? Or are you always like, I always hear about like how creators kind of rob themselves of their presence because they're always so motivated, and you see these achievements, you see all these creators surrounded around you, and sometimes you lack the the patience or like the vision of just seeing where you're at, where you've come. Do you think that you can kind of like be grateful for where you are, or do you kind of miss that opportunity to feel that?
I mean, I'm always struggling. I'm always struggling with that, man. That's funny you say that, because I was just talking to one of my friends about that today. It's like, it's like a fight. You know, like I said, internalized capitalism has me feeling like nothing I have is valid. You know, it's nothing I have is valid. Nothing I have is worthy. And, you know, I almost like can't give myself permission to be happy until I reach some, you know, abstract goal that I don't even know what is, you know what I'm saying? Because every time I get to a new place, it's like, oh, okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I have to literally fight myself to feel grateful, you know? And that's just kind of like my biggest battle, is like learning to take a step back and to understand, like, maybe I don't need to put content today. Maybe I just need to, you know, prioritize my self-care and, like, you know, take care of me today, you know, because, you know, honestly, this is the kind of realization that I came to, is that it's like, why, I'm a naturally creative person. So I know that I'm going to create. So why would I put all my energy into creating when I'm going to create regardless? So why not put myself in the best mood to create? And that's where self-care comes in. And that's where all my energy goes now. Putting myself in the best mood to create, rather than just focusing on production. You know what I'm saying? And it's and honestly, I'll be honest with you. It's a fight, bro. It's not something that comes naturally. It's not something that like I get it one day and I'm like done forever. It's like every day I gotta wake up and I gotta choose myself over, you know, production, essentially. And it's a tough battle. Something I'm really fighting with. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I love that, because when you think about some of the best pieces of content you've created, it's usually when you're in the best state of mind, right? Your mind was clear.
For sure.
You had a good day. You ate a good meal. Like, you look good. You feel good. You exercise. Like, that makes a lot of sense. And I think a lot of people could, you know, take that in consideration, whether it be content or anything creatively, you know?
Yeah. I agree. And, some of the stuff that's done most popular is when I'm not worried about how viral it's going to be. It's the stuff that I just like. I'm literally just like, I say I'm in my bag. It's like, I'm just in my bag. I'm just like making a shit joke. I'm like, I'm thinking like, this is kind of funny. I'm gonna share it. You know what I'm saying? And then you wake up and it's like, oh my God, like people really thought this shit was funny. I was just kind of fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Just being me. You know? Yeah. And it'd be that authenticity. You know, is it's hard to come by when you're always, you know, focused on, you know, the end result rather than the process itself. And that's where all the magic is, the process.
Do you think that you have always been wise, or do you think like as your content career goes, do you think it started off as like just goofy, or do you think, you know what I mean? Like, has it been more wise lately? And do you think it'll continue to be like 70% wise, 30% goofy, or always trying to balance?
I'm trying to always balance it, man, because I just really don't want to be put into a box. You know, when I first started off my career, it was definitely more goofy than anything, as I had so much growing to do. But as a person, I've always been kind of wise for my age. People have always told me that, like, this guy, I seem to have a really like firm outlook on life. The problem with that is when it came to my own issues that it was really hard for me to be wise, I think, because I really lacked, and because of my childhood, I really lacked an overall sense of emotional maturity. So like, while I knew the right thing for other people to do, you know what I'm saying? And I was good at giving advice to my friends, but when it came to myself, you know, I struggled very hard with, you know, deciding what is right and what's not right, because I didn't have that emotional maturity. I just didn't have the emotional stamina, the capacity. I mean, it's really hard we can get into a whole TED talk about, you know, how toxic masculinity and, you know, parents, you know, can really shape a lot of your issues that you might have when you get older, you know what I'm saying? But, I try to be more balanced in my approach, like no matter what, you know. I do think I've been kind of lacking on the wise stuff as far as putting out content. Like I don't know if you guys know what Mindful Monday is, but it's like my wise stream. We do yoga meditation every Monday at 9 a.m. sharp.
These were actually two of the questions I was going to ask you actually.
Sweet,
yeah. Well, so basically, like while we're on this with yoga and meditation on stream, like, where did that idea come from, and why do you think it benefits like doing something like that on stream rather than just doing it like on your own time?
Well, I'll be honest. Mindful Monday initially started with me trying to find peace, essentially. And trying to build my own habits, you know. It really started that way in a sense, like, because it was during the time like last year when our timeline was every week. It felt like somebody was dying. Every week it felt like a riot was coming out, or every you know what I'm saying, or like, and it was like very like issues that really were near and dear to my heart, you know. So like it was like a lot of weight on me, you know. So it's like I was thinking like, how can I? Because I mean, if I'm feeling like this, I'm sure there's a bunch of other people feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? So how can I provide an outlet from both myself and other people as well? You know, and how can I help people as much as I can? You know what I'm saying? Provide value, essentially. You know, when I started Mindful Monday, it was never like, oh, I'm about to go viral with this. You know, it was just like, this is something I really enjoy doing. This is like fun. You know what I'm saying? So like that's where it kind of started from. Is like, you know, seeking for more from both myself and those around me, you know. Yeah.
All right. And then something that, have you had people come into your stream during a Mindful Monday with like in chat and have them try to present the other side like in an aggressive way? And if so, how do you try to deal with that without just saying like, get the fuck out of here?
Well, I do say get the fuck out of here sometimes. So if I'm being quite honest,
eventually, of course, if they get to a certain level, then it's just
you gotta
leave,
go,
please.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, I just shout out to my mod team right now, bro. My mod team and both my community, bro. They are. I mean, I would like to say that I have curated. I mean, it didn't start out that way because when I started talking about I'm talking so fast right now. Y'all don't even know where I'm going. I'm like doing a symphony right now. But what I was going to say is that when I first started streaming, my community wasn't as woke, I guess you can say. I don't like using the word work. It's kind of cringe, but it was kind of like curated for people who like the goofy side of me. You know what I'm saying? So when I started to bring in the wise stuff with the Mindful Mondays and the talks, you know what I'm saying? There was like even some of my mods that had to get unmodded because of bigotry, because of, you know, just bigotry. You know what I'm saying? So like both my community and my mod team are pretty like well versed on that now. But there's been like, I mean, I've had to lose friends over this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to believe systemic racism is real and that black people don't experience racism that bad, you know what I'm saying? Or I mean, this is all gaslighting and bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it was very tough. And nowadays, I mean, my mod team is on it. My community will check them too before my mods will even get to it. They'll be like, that's problematic, you need to calm down. And I'm trying not to get too much in my head of myself. I'm trying to get too much in my head of myself. Like I feel like I'm trying to give y'all a symphony sometimes with every answer. Y'all like, can you just answer the question, please?
No, I love it. I love when people talk a lot.
Okay, well, you're gonna get a lot of that with me. Just give me any question. I can talk all day. This is my passion. So like, I got plenty for you guys.
Perfect.
Good. That's why you're here.
Yeah, thank you.
They hear us talk every week.
Yeah, they're sick of us. 74 weeks later. Like, fuck these guys.
Brother, here we go.
Yeah. Right. Okay, something a little more lighthearted I wanted to ask about is I see you got a little Death Note poster in the background of your your stream. So me and Mike just finished watching Death Note last night. Mike finally saw the finale of Death Note last night.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy I can be here for this moment. Like I'm really excited. So I'm sure you have lots of thoughts, lots of theories. Let's talk about it.
Oh man, So I was like introduced into anime, you know, like I don't know. There's so much like elitist and crazy shit going on at the anime. So I don't want to say like real anime, but I don't really count Pokemon as it. You know?
What is real anime anyways?
I don't know.
What is real anime? What is real anime? I think anime is anything that is inspired by the traditional anime standards. So I'm throwing Avatar: The Last Airbender in there. I'm throwing motherfucking Boondocks in there. I don't care. Because why not? Show. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So like to me, I'm not really super elitist as far as like what is classified as anime. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Digimon is in there, Pokemon is in there. You know, throw all that shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I recently was like, I think it was like last year, and I was just like, what should I watch? And I posted a tweet, and then, you know, I dipped and dabbled in some, not too many. Like I watched like the first season of Hunter x Hunter, and then I watched Darling in the Franxx, and then Stadium or Sean, he was like, yo, let's watch Death Note. He's like, this is one of my favorites, if not my favorite anime. And
you're a good man, Sean. You're a good man.
I adore Death Note so much. Because I went from real quick. I went from like I had a similar thing where I was trying to slowly get into anime. Like I watched Pokemon as a kid and all this stuff. Then like someone that internet content creator that I really like, he mentioned that Death Note was like the best. So I was like, okay, well I like a bunch of other things that he likes, so let me finally give this anime a try. And I don't say Death Note is like just one of the best anime. It's like one of the best shows. Period.
Yeah.
I instantly fell in love. Absolutely adore Death Note. So I had to get Mike to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely is in my opinion some very top tier writing. We're talking about two guys have never laid a hand on each other damn near, and they're like going to war, and the way they kind of showed that. They're like the like literally like 5 minutes will pass in anime, but they're showing like every, like, do you guys remember? I'm bringing up a scene exactly. You guys remember when Ray Pember's wife was trying to find out who killed her husband, and Light had to basically walk her with her to the station. All his mindsets as he tried to get her name, like the different like strategies that were going through his head, and how she was kind of picking up on certain things. And bro, that shit, like, anime is so good at, you know, making things fucking interesting. It really is. It makes things like, so they put an emphasis on it in a light that is like, oh my God, this is super cool. And I honestly think Americans, I mean, I hate to shit talk America, but you might hear a lot of shit talk about capitalism in America today. So just FYI. I feel like they haven't really touched that at all. You know what I'm saying? They don't get on these levels because, well, let's be honest, money is in a way of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't make moves, a creative risk that don't have a precedent for money already. You know what I'm saying? That's why we see all these nostalgic ass movies. And even when they did the Death Note remake in America, I mean, I don't know if we want to talk about that. I don't know if we want to talk about that, but that shit was hot fucking garbage. You know what I'm saying? So
that's so funny that you bring up the Ray Penver's wife episode, because that's one of the episodes I used to like sell Mike on it. I was like, there's literally an episode where two people walk down the sidewalk for 25 minutes and you are enthralled at every word that they say.
Every word, bro. You're like, I'm on the edge of my seat, like, oh my God, what is going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? He has to get her name. And motherfucker gets her fucking name. That little slice of fucking son of a bitch. I love
three
it, bro.
people if you count.
I do my little, I don't know if you guys are on my TikTok at all, but I do like little analyzations of anime, and I kind of try to pair it to real life, and try to, like, you know, like pick apart the themes that are at play, and what kind of messages is the anime actually trying to say, aside from the, you know, the 25-minute scenes where you like are just doing some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But I honestly think that anime is such a good medium for discussing so many different like topics, like politics, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Like, anime is inherently political, you know what I'm saying? And there was like a whole thing on TikTok the other day where people were talking about anime, leave politics out of anime. And I was like, I made so many posts about it, but it's just such an interesting thing, bro. It's such an interesting medium, bro, because it pulls so many people together, and you're able to play with these ideas in a way that you otherwise might not, you know?
Yeah. The thing with anime, like, you know, coming from someone who didn't really watch it at all and then getting into anime a little bit, is the fact where every outsider will see anime and be like, I don't want to watch that bullshit cartoon like that. What is that? But like, when you watch it, the way that they bring to life a scene or someone's thoughts or point of view and their perspective, like it's unmatched. Like,
unmatched, bro. Literally unmatched.
And with Death Note, like you said, like that scene where they're walking down, or just, you know, how you said they didn't have any combat, but like the thought that went into, you know, countering each other throughout the entire story, and how they would always have an answer, and then like there would be like some switch that would happen. You'd be like, what the fuck? I didn't think that like that would happen. And they really made you see the perspective of Light. Even though if you were on the other side and you had no idea, you'd be like, fuck this guy, he's killing people.
Yeah. So, and that's like a common thing in anime. Like, people start to like stand villains and shit. I'm like, I don't think you got the idea of what this show was trying to say about this person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think they were trying in Light, the character Light, they were trying to, I guess they were trying to make him likable in a sense, or they're trying to call out your people's bias of perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people often have a bias towards who they know best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Death Note's a perfect example of that. Like, I found myself rooting for Light. You know what I'm saying? Seeing his trials and tribulations, I'm like, this nigga gotta win. He gotta live. He gotta live. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And
He's killed thousands and thousands, but you better keep going.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh fuck. And then that's exactly what came to my head. It's like, damn, what am I doing right now? I mean, obviously I watched the anime probably like 4 or 5 times now. Like, not even kidding. I've watched the anime 4 or 5 times now. And I enjoyed it as much every single time. You know what I'm saying? But the more you watch it, I think the more you see the overall message of what's being portrayed. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they're trying to call out your bias, you know, towards, you know, people, you know what I'm saying, in efforts to kind of, I guess, show you that, you know, maybe you got to look at the bigger picture instead of just, you know, going with your initial bias or your perspective. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Not a lot of messages there, though. I mean, that's just one that you can probably pull from it, but there's tons of like other messages that are probably more apparent, you know.
I definitely picked up on stuff like on this watch through with Mike that I didn't like notice before, or like was able to connect an extra dot that I never was able to connect. Man,
and it's crazy how like with time, like good music, like good anything really, like with time you just find more reasons to appreciate it, you know. Than your initial time. Like I'm like I listen to old J. Cole songs, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, this shit is still good. And like, as I grow, I'm finding more to appreciate and relate to this. You know, as I become like more self-aware, I'm picking up on these messages in a way that I didn't necessarily get it before, you know? So like, I just love that shit, man. Keep it coming, bro. Like Death Note is fucking amazing. Did you guys watch the spin-off manga, or did you read the spin-off manga?
I haven't.
I haven't yet either. I actually have it saved on my bookmarks tab on the top, but I've never actually went and saved it and actually read it.
Yeah, I've been hearing some good things about it, so I'm excited. I hope they make an anime out of it. I hope they continue the series. I do want to talk about, you know, we could talk all day about how awesome Death Note is, you know what I'm saying? Like from just to your point earlier, ElectricityWave, about the mental battles. Do you guys remember the tennis scene?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Why was that so fucking tight? He's like, if I play too good, he's gonna get the impression that I know and that I'm cocky or some shit like that. He's like, they're like playing a match, but they're also playing a match in their head. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're playing chess and tennis at the same time.
As how this person will interpret my moves based upon, you know, how I play, you know what I'm saying? Which is like fucking amazing, dude. Like, I love that shit. I love that good writing, bro. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, it sucks. The writer of Death Note just kind of like he like did that, dropped the mic and bounced. So
yeah, bro. I mean,
because Madhouse, like the studio that made it, they still do a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously, like they did Death Parade after, which is also very good. If you haven't seen Death Parade,
I haven't actually.
Very, very good. Yeah, it's made by the same studio. It's a different writer, but same studio. Yeah. And then they make like Hunter x Hunter and a bunch of other stuff. But the writer himself, he just kind of like, he just made Death Note and bounced. So
I don't.
Hopefully he comes back someday.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think I think honestly, you know, I think that's important. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a sense, I'm almost glad he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that says, I mean, I don't know the particulars. This is just me assuming, but I'm thinking like he did Death Note because that's what he enjoyed to do. Yeah. You know, and to sit down and write a sequel right away probably would have been like, it probably would have been good for the franchise, but like, would it have been a good story? Maybe he has to go live life a little bit more to come back and make a story, even though the fans want it now. So like, that's a good thing about art. And that's how, you know, again, capitalism is like it ruins everything, because like there might be a bunch of situations like that where people don't want to write the second sequel right now. But they're kind of forced to via contract, via the pressure, you know what I'm saying? Via the fact that they need money. But it's like the fact that he came in, did some creative shit and then left, and then who knows, he might come back and do something later, but when he's ready to do it, and when he has the mental capacity and the ideas that to really flesh out another fucking amazing story, you know? Yeah,
he could have had that. He could have had like the story for Death Note since he was a kid or something, or for years, and then he finally was able to get the budget to make the manga, and then
and maybe he's just cooking right now. Maybe he's just fucking cooking up in his head, like George R.R. Martin. If you guys are you guys familiar with the Game of Thrones series?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, same here. I'm like fucking diehard. So I'm glad. I feel like we're on the same wavelength right now. This is cool. But yeah, like he takes fucking like forever to finish his books. You know, like I think we're waiting like 10 years for the Winds of Winter or some shit like that.
yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's cool. I think we need more of that. I think we need to say, because I mean, how many sequels do we have that we fucking hate? Like, or don't hate, but it's like, why does this happen? You know, we don't need this. You know what I'm saying? That brings me to another anime that I've been dying to talk about. Like my personal favorite, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, man.
Ooh, I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, that's always so high on the list.
I love that shit, bro. I love that shit. I really do, man. It's my. You haven't seen it, Electric?
So on my like next list of anime, I have 3. Like, you know a lot about anime, so you might like laugh at one of these, but Attack on Titan, I think SAO, and then maybe Full Metal Alchemist, and then Demon Slayer, like the 4 I've been thinking about. But I don't know which
that's
one.
A solid list. That's a solid list. No judgment. I thought you were gonna say like fucking like Fairy Tail or some shit. I'm like,
oh, is Fairy Tail not good? I've heard good things about that one too. So
is it just overrated? Is that why?
I just think it will. It depends on what you're. I mean, I'm what some people call an anime elitist, even though I'm not an anime elitist. I can appreciate all kind of anime, period. But some people call me anime elitist because I'm a super hard critic, even though I watch shitty stuff all the time. Like I watch The Flash CW all 4 seasons. It's a fucking soap opera with superpowers. I watch shitty shit all the time. I don't judge people, but I do think Fairy Tail is kind of garbage. I'm gonna be honest, and that's because of the fan service. That's because of they literally cannot kill a character. You know what I'm saying? It's like anime for like kids. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't really get too deep. They have a lot of ass pulls. They don't really explain the depth of certain things. You know what I'm saying? So like, I wouldn't recommend it. If you're going from Death Note and watch Fairy Tail, you're gonna be very, very disappointed. I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna be very disappointed. You're gonna be like, where's the meat? You know what I'm saying? I think Fairy Tail is kind of like, but it's okay for anybody who watches it. You know what I'm saying? Not to judge anybody. Like, you're allowed to like whatever you like. Just don't come online talking about Fairy Tail is the best anime ever. You're gonna look like a dumbass. So I'm just being honest. You're gonna look like a dumbass. You're gonna look like you watch only one anime. I'm just being honest. And somebody's probably gonna roast you. But yeah, that's a good list though. That's a good list though, Electric. I think Full Metal Alchemist is probably. I mean, Attack on Titan is amazing. Are you guys up to speed on it? Or Electric, you're not. But
I haven't seen the newest season 4. I'm waiting for the whole. I'm waiting for the whole. This might bring out another tick in the elitist in you, but I watch the dub. I watch dubs.
No, I don't judge. Watch dub, watch sub, whatever you like. I'm like, please watch whatever you enjoy, because there's plenty of good dubs. Now,
here we go.
If we're going to compare the quality between sub and dub, and you know, I mean, 9 times out of 10, the sub is going to be better in my opinion. I feel like just because of the actors, and I think the amount of intent that goes along with the Japanese version. You know what I'm saying? This is their baby, rather than hiring somebody to anytime you hire somebody else to do your project, you're gonna lose a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Of the overall like. Not always, but maybe like 10%, maybe like 5%. You know what I'm saying? So I do think the emotion is better in Attack on Titan per se, but plenty of good dubs out there. Plenty. I cannot watch Dragon Ball Z in sub. Goku's voice sucks.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
fucking trash.
The pros in the Dragon Ball Fighters pro scene, they always use the sub. They always use the Japanese voices. So whenever I watch Dragon Ball Fighters tournament, I'm like, who are these people in this game? That's not Goku on that screen,
bro. Goku's voice is fucking makes me want to cry. My ears bleed. Cowboy Bebop has a really good dub. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has a phenomenal dub. I've seen it in both dub and sub. Doesn't matter where you watch it. There is, like, I've noticed with dub though, there are some slight like translations that are like off. Like if you put the subtitles on, and the subtitles are meant for the Japanese dub, they will be different than the actual dub voice themselves. Have you guys ever noticed that on Netflix or something like that? Like the subs are actually subtitles are actually different than what the actual person is actually saying word for word. And I think some things are kind of called obviously because there's like Japanese phrases and they kind of have to adjust to references. Our humor a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So like there's a little bit lost there, but overall, watch whatever the fuck you watch, bro. I don't judge. You know what I'm saying? I just want the best content possible. So
So I haven't seen that's why I haven't seen the newest season of Attack on Titan yet, because I'm waiting for the entire dub to come out.
You are missing out a fucking masterpiece right now. Let me just let you know. I do like I've been doing like weekly recap videos on TikTok, and one of mine did really good. I got like 500,000 views. It was crazy, but slight flex, just plug myself right there.
Please do.
No, but like when I say the amount of hype for this anime, like what we're witnessing with Attack on Titan right now, and I'll mind you, I'm big on checking your personal bias before assessing certain animes and shit like that. Attack on Titan is not my favorite anime. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is, day in and day out. But to say that Attack on Titan is not doing something phenomenal right now, some of the best shit I've ever seen on screen right now, is pretty good, bro. It's like, it's fucking amazing, bro. It's
I'm about
amazing.
to go watch after this pod.
Bro, please. And then call me after so we can get an in-depth episode by episode analysis, bro. Like, cause this shit, like, they have stringed together something amazing here. And like, when I tell you, like, if you like Death Note, so like when I talk to you about the political messages that the anime is saying, like, I wish you watched it, because I have this in me right now that I have so much to say, but I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Please,
but you've seen up to 3, right?
Yes, I've seen all of 1, 2, and 3.
So like, have you seen like Reiner, you know about Reiner and the soldier and stuff like that? Like, I honestly think that Attack on Titan is a critique of, and maybe not on purpose, but America in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? And
it could be.
I don't know what your guys' political views is. So like, I'm gonna just say I'm sorry in advance, but I'm a screaming fucking leftist. So FY, I honestly believe that Reiner is like the perfect vessel for, or perfect like allegory for the modern day conservative. You know what I'm saying? And see, this is so hard to analyze because I'm not sure what has been in season 4. So maybe I should just shut up.
Yeah, actually, no, wait, Mike hasn't seen anything.
I think we're good though. I think we're good because at season 3, you already know where Reiner's from, right? Yeah, you know where Reiner's from. Okay, so you know where Reiner's from. So basically, you know what happens with his personality, right? Where he had to split his personality and shit. Yeah, because of once he got to the land, he realized that these people are not demons. You know what I'm saying? These people are like they're regular people, and it's like he became friends with them. You know what I'm saying? But down in his heart, you know what I'm saying? He has an imperative to honor his family, one, and protect his family. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how that make him feel. So like it became such a like a emotional thing for him that he had to split his personalities up. You know what I'm saying? And I almost feel like that's like calling out modern day conservatives, because like a lot of times conservatives will pull out baseless claims to kind of like, to make their arguments and shit like that. But it's like, I understand why they do what they do is because they grew up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? They grew up in a certain way and they have certain allegiances to their way of living. You know what I'm saying? So to betray, just like Reiner, to betray his, even though he knows it's not right, to betray his upbringing, his way of living, his family, essentially, he would, in order to do what's right, that's what he would have to do. He would have to betray his family in order to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? Or betray his will, the will of his family, the protection of his family to do what's right. And I think like, and that's just one layer of it. You know what I'm saying? There's like a whole bunch of different other layers that are going into it, like with season 4 characters that I don't want to get into. But I was actually going to be a TikTok, so you guys got a little sneak peek of that. But yeah, bro, I think the anime is saying a lot of messages, a lot of things. They talk about like, obviously perspective bias, you know what I'm saying? Well, where you saw it from, and they kind of play with the cycles of revenge and et cetera, et cetera. It's a dope anime, bro. When it's done, I think it's going to be the GOAT. I honestly believe it. Not only because of the story, but because of the story. I mean, we had Madhouse up to season 3. So, the animation was fucking amazing. They got Mappa now, so it's kind of slowed down a little bit, but some of these fight scenes are still amazing. So, I can't wait. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent there. Like, I'm like, shit, let me check the time. Y'all good? We good? Are we good?
Yeah. Sorry. Last Attack on Titan question really quick. Is it done?
No, it's not done. No, okay. They're doing this season 4. I don't know if they're going to wrap up everything, but I know season 4 is going to be a 2-part series. So what's going to happen is they're doing 16 episodes. And then they're going to stop for a while. And Mappa has already talked about they're not picking this shit up because it was too hard for them to do anyways. And they didn't want to do it. So praying to God that Madhouse decides to pick it back up for the last season. Oh my God.
I hope so, because they said 4 is it. So if Madhouse could at least round out the last run, that would be nice.
Oh, if Madhouse did the last one, bro, I'm telling you, this shit is going to be fucking iconic, bro. Like, it's already iconic. This shit is going to be so fucking good. I'm like having a nerdgasm right now. I'm just thinking about it, bro.
What's Madhouse? Because Madhouse did the same thing with One Punch Man. They did the first season, but not the second season. So is there a reason why they like abandoned shows?
I think they just, I think, yeah, pretty much. They're just doing too much. They have other shows on the slate. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have. Maybe they don't have as much, favoritism as with Attack on Titan as some of the other projects they have going. You know what I'm saying? So, they choose to do certain things over others. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully they pick it back up, man. Because even though Mappa has been getting a lot of scrutiny, like a lot of people have been saying this animation and this season is ass, but it's, oh my god, worlds better than One Punch Man season 2. Oh my god, worlds better. It's crazy. Like they put CGI in this season essentially. So yeah. Did you guys like One Punch Man season 2 animation?
I didn't see season 2 because I've never heard a good thing about it. So in my head, One Punch Man is season 1 and then the show ended.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the show, I wouldn't say that it's absolute terrible all the time. Like some of the bigger fights are are decent, at least, you know what I'm saying? But it's nothing that's going to blow you away. It's nothing like the first season. And then some of the smaller fights are like literally like characters. Like they just delete the background. You know what I'm saying? You know how in Pokemon where they have like a red flashing background where it's like moving because they don't want to animate the background while they're fighting. So it's literally like a red background dashes across. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, all right, well, that's a little letdown after season 1. You know, after that performance. You know what I'm saying? That aesthetic performance that was season 1. But yeah. Remember, if I'm talking too long, please just tell me to shut the fuck up.
No,
it's okay.
No, that's not at all.
This is your episode.
Are we good?
So.
Are we good? Are we good though? Are we good right now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
We might want to move away from anime though, unless Mike had another
I can
anime
literally
question.
talk about anime all day. So like, this is like a black hole.
We can go to whatever. It doesn't matter to me. What do you want to cover next, Sean?
Let's see. Well, we took out. Hold on, let me see. Where are we at here? We're 38 minutes in. Do you want to go to just Twitter and listener questions?
Yeah, we could do that.
Did you have more of your own questions? Because we covered every topic that I've got. Yeah,
we have a good amount of community and rapid fire, so we should just go with that, I think.
Okay, cool. I'm down.
All right. We can go to Twitter first.
Let's do it.
From Twitter, we've got two Twitter questions. I wanted to say Twitter questions so bad right there.
Yeah.
Two Twitter questions. Azrith, I hope that's how you pronounce your name. Azrith on Twitter asks, Goofy, very important. How do you consistently line your cheeks up? I'm assuming he means your beard. I hope he means your beard. He says,
what if he didn't?
He says I can never. He says I can never seem to. He says I can never seem to get my line symmetrical, and it's maddening. Sorry, I'm a newbie at facial hair, but quarantine has let me experiment, which is very important actually, because when you go out in public, you just have a mask on, so who the fuck knows what your beard looks like? That's a good point. But yeah, so do you have? What do you do? What's your beard routine?
Well, I mean, honestly, the first step is just letting the fucking barber go at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
I let a barber go at it. I've kind of got to the point now where a good communication with a barber, to the point where I know how to translate exactly what I expect or want from him. And then at that point, once he does his whole thing, it's just maintenance from there. So like just getting the small hairs when they're right as they're growing, you can kind of tell the difference because my beard is like so much higher than the new hairs coming in. And then I just come through, get a razor and clean that up via that way. And it just kind of follow his line. Sometimes I mess up, go too far in, it happens. But yeah, just barbers and like lots of maintenance. So I can make a haircut that would have lasted 2 weeks, maybe last 3 or 4, especially if I get like a low fade on the side as well, you know? Yeah.
So you don't like bust out a protractor on your face and try to like really
some cardboard?
No, tractor? No, I'm good. No, that seems like a lot of fucking work. I'm pretty lazy, so I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Great question from Azrith.
Yeah, shout out to Azrith, bro. You had me worried for a second though. Lining cheeks up. I'm like, well, what kind of
It's got real sus.
Oh, yeah, all right. line it up for what?
Yeah, for real.
Back it up, bro. All right. Next question comes from Clumsy Notes. What was your biggest step in early streaming? Was there something habitual you used to do with streaming that you regret now? And looking back at where you were, do you feel it's necessary to mess up Like, do you feel it's necessary to mess up to learn, or is it common sense? Would a really goofy be proud of who you are and where you are now?
That's a lot of questions.
Loaded questions.
Can we break that down one by one?
Yes, please do.
One by one.
Yeah, I should have, but how I copied and pasted it, I made it look like it was all like one big thing. So let's start with, what was your biggest step in early streaming?
Biggest step is early streaming is taking a couple things, taking advantage of platform disparities, and that's like my own word. That's not a word you can look up. I call it platform disparity. This is like a natural cycle in the life form of a social media account. So when you first start a social media account, obviously the algorithm is going to be very pro user. Like, example, TikTok right now, you know what I'm saying? And Instagram one time was kind of like TikTok with the discoverability, not as nearly as good, but you know, timing is very important, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to go into the late stage of the growth cycle of a social media and try to start posting, because you're not going to get as much. You're not going to get the most that you can get from it. So it's obviously taking advantage of new platforms early on. It's really hard to really tell what animes, or what not anime. Y'all got it stuck in my head now. What platforms are going to do well in the future? Like, I trust me, I've put energy on platforms that went absolutely nowhere, but it's honestly a game of edges. Gary Vee says this all the time. It's a game of edges. You got to find where the edge is and get in early. You know what I'm saying? Facts. It's like fucking stock markets, bro. You got to find the fucking where the stock is going to blow up before anybody else even gets there. You know what I'm saying? And take advantage and build yourself on that platform early on. And accompanied with that, fucking do something different. Something different. You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking get on there. I mean, you can, if you want to, because you can do the same thing everybody else is doing. And when it's that early in the platform, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do okay. But when they start coming on there, you start getting some fucking competition. What makes you stand out? You know what I'm saying? You have to put yourself into your content as much as possible. Because at the end of the day, nobody knows anything about you. There's no family, friends following you. These people don't know who you are. They're making all their assessments upon what kind of content you're making and what you put into your content. You know what I'm saying? So like those short videos, you know what I'm saying? I know they can be very methodical and tedious to edit sometimes, but they're very important. They literally shape who you are going to be on the platform to other people. So be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? Have some kind of end goal in mind. Like, what do you want to make? And that's something I had since the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? GoofyWise. It's always I had in mind to do things that are both goofy and wise. You know what I'm saying? So shitty internet jokes and bringing wisdom to people, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, you know, self-development, self-care, like all this shit has always been in mind with me, you know what I'm saying? And I've kind of like cleared the path more and more and kind of defined that as I went along, but I started with a plan, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to throw away the plan. Sometimes you got to move around, but you got to take advantage early on and you got to put yourself on the platform. Stand the fuck out, bro. Don't fucking fit in. That shit is lame. Some people are going to joke, mess with you because you're doing different shit. Who cares? But just make it palatable. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't put like 10-minute videos or some shit. That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I mean. I mean like creative differences. You know what I'm saying? Shake the ground. Show these people why they should be fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Show these people what you have to offer. Like, this is a fucking audition. You don't go to an audition like, you know, hey guys, I'm doing everything everybody else just thought. You go here to fucking stand out. So stand out. Above the crowd, even if you gotta shout out loud. I'm sorry, that's a goofy movie.
Thank you so much for a Goofy movie reference.
Yes, sir,
Thank you so much.
Mike's like silently judging me, like, what the fuck is this guy doing? What is he singing right now?
I do weird shit on the internet all the time. I'm good.
Yeah. But seriously though, stand the fuck out, bro. Yeah. Don't try to fucking conform. The internet is not the place for conformity. Do something else. Do something different, bro. People will get rewarded all the time for doing the dumbest shit. You know what I'm saying? So why not be you? I've seen someone. I can go all day. I'm sorry.
I love it.
But you want to go to the next question before I fucking talk your ear off for a 30-minute time?
So looking back, I mean, it all kind of ties together a little bit. But do you think it's necessary to mess up to learn?
Yeah, for sure. This is something I write. I journal sometimes. Not as much as I should, but this is something I learned. I wrote down in my book. Play the fool. I have to remind myself of this all the time. Play the fool. It is okay to be wrong. Is it okay to mess up? Is it okay to not know what you're doing? I think as we naturally get older, we have this tendency to like like really critically judge ourselves and also like not want to seem like a fool. You know what I'm saying? Not to seem like we don't know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's almost to the point where we kind of shy away from things we don't know really. And I think that's so like problematic. It ages us. It creates this like space where we don't want to learn or take advice from people that are younger than us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, play the fool, whatever it is. Like I had to go at 25. Or 24, 25, right when after graduating college, I had to go learn how to be a video editor. You know what I'm saying? That shit was not fun. I was like trying to learn a fucking new language. I'm like in Premiere Pro, like what the fuck am I doing? This is, you know, I feel dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of people would have just gave up and quit because they're like, I feel like I should know this. It shouldn't be this hard. You know what I'm saying? So like, yes, mess up, please. And trust me, a lot of my early videos were fucking ass. But you gotta get through those videos in order to make the best videos later. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn. You gotta walk in ready to fucking fail. And just learn and pick up the pieces and keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. There's so much self-doubt at play. There's so much, especially on the internet, there's so much self-doubt at play. There's so much judgment from other people. Like you can literally post one video and people will roast you forever about that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh my God, it go viral and be like, this is the dumbest shit ever. Why are you creating content? Fuck them. Who cares? They'll forget about it the next day. People are fickle as fuck on the internet. Make whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Mess up. Lean into being the fool. Play the fool. Yeah. Always play the fool. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it sounds so bad out of context, but play the fool, man.
No, I think it doesn't. Like some of the first beats and songs that I sent to Mike when I was first learning how to do all that shit. If I would have just been like this sucks, no one should ever hear this, and then just scrapped it and then never learned from it, and then just like I wouldn't be able to like put out any of the things I do now. So it's super important to be able to do that. You got to. And it's like, we want to be, it's just imposter syndrome 101 now. So you have to be willing to fuck up. Like all these stories we hear about stars, rags to riches, they're not even accurate. Nobody fucking, I mean, there's some people like, I don't know how the fuck Blueface is a rapper. But there's some people who literally just never get it right, bro. Who never get it right for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But we don't hear about that in this news story. It's not a sexy story. We don't hear about you know how Jay-Z was fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Forever. You know what I'm saying? Until he got his shit right. You know what I'm saying? We don't hear about that. And that's why these stories are like, when we finally do hear about it, it's like, damn, really? You know what I'm saying? Because like you think of these people as perfect. These, you know, they have these perfect, you know, portrayals of their craft. And you're like, man, and then you're looking at your stuff and your stuff and you're like, my shit is not even close to that. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? Jay-Z was on that same page. You know what I'm saying? He was doing the same shit. He was fucking up just like he was making corny ass bars. He was doing all kind of shit. It's okay. Play the fool, dude. Play the fool until you can't no more, bro. That's all you can really do, man. Exactly. And now he's a businessman.
And now he's a fucking billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So
Square just invested in Tidal today or yesterday or whatever.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, the guy that owns Twitter owns half of Tidal now, which Jay-Z owns. So he's, you know, Jay-Z's made a good decision or two in his life, I'd say.
Yeah, bro. And for real. I can't press that enough. Like, please, people, if anybody's listening to this right now, please, it's okay to fuck up, bro. Your shit is gonna suck in the beginning. It's gonna fucking suck. It might suck in the middle. It might suck into the end. But it's okay. Just keep trying. If you love it, if you truly love it, just keep doing it. And fuck what anybody else has to say about it. Your parents, your uncles, your aunties, they're going to judge you. Everybody's going to fucking judge you. But how much do you love this shit? How much are you willing to sacrifice this shit? You know, how much scrutiny are you willing to go through to accomplish what you love? That's ultimately what it is. What really matters to you? What you love or the opinion of others on what you love? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll never get why people continue to care about others' opinions. Like, especially as a content creator, you get consistent like opinions on everything, whether it's a piece of content, a gameplay, like clip, a take on something. Like, I mean, a lot of people kind of forget about the feeling of making the decision to create content. Think about that first day you turned on your stream or decided to go buy that cam, how uncomfortable it was and how like nervous you were. That's the type of feeling you need to have throughout your career with trying new stuff and because it creates growth, you know? Yeah. So.
And how excited you were when you first got on that motherfucking platform. You were like, I think back to the first time I was streaming, nigga, I had like probably 2 people in my chat. I was so excited. I'm like, I'm going to be a famous streamer. god, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is gonna be amazing. Like, I'm just so excited. Don't lose sight of what's got you in this to begin with. You know what I'm saying? I say this as someone who does this all the time. I lose sight of what got me into this in the first place. But it's okay to lose sight of it. But you got to keep trying to grasp at it. You got to keep. The world is gonna try to pull you away from that. I've lost relationships over this shit. I've lost friends over this shit. I've lost all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is really important to you, and what kind of world do you want to be in? Do you want to be in a world where other people's opinions, you're at the whim of other people's opinions, or do you want to be in a world where your truth matters and what you love and like you can bring forth into this world? You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
I could talk all day about this, man. Sorry, but the third part of that question.
Thank you very much. What was that?
Is there another part of that question? I think it was like one more, but it's up to you.
Yeah. There's one more part. Would early Goofy be proud of who you are today and where you're at today?
Fuck yes! Oh my god, I would probably be screaming in my room if I had got like a glimpse, a vision of myself where I am right now. I would be like, oh my God, I'll be running around the house up and down like, oh my God, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, and the crazy part about that is right now, looking at my accomplishments, I don't feel that way because I want to allow myself to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really fully given myself permission to be happy, you know? And that's what it's all comes down to. Like, giving yourself permission because you deserve to be happy. But a lot of people deep down don't feel like they deserve to be happy. So like, that's like a battle I'm fighting. I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to fight that shit. It's really hard. You know what I'm saying? But this is helping actually, this conversation, just thinking about it. It's like, I would be fucking going crazy in my room right now, you know? I'm so glad you did what you did. I would be like, oh my God, you know, I'd be lost. I'd be livid, bro.
It's tough to like think back on that. But yeah, if you like truly think like, damn, what was I thinking when I started? And like to think of how many followers and people you've met and memories you've made and just like how much growth you've had as a person and a creator, like you'd be stoked. So
yeah, bro. The fact that I have like maybe like 100 or so people in my streams, like almost every time I stream now, like I would have killed for that, you know, early on. And I found myself sometimes being like, oh, I had a bad stream, guys. And I'm like, why'd you have a bad stream? I only had 80 average people on my stream. Like, shut the fuck up, you big ass bitch. You know, that's what I want to say to myself. Like, what are you doing, bro? Have you completely lost perspective? What did you start it with 2 people in your fucking chat, bro? If 80 people were in your room staring at you while you played video games, bro, you'd be fucking amped. Okay, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these are things I have to tell myself all the time, bro. I have to tell myself this all the time. It's not easy. You'll never, like, at least for me, I'll never just wake up one day and be like, you know, I'll never have to worry about feeling like that ever again. No, it's a continuous battle. That's what life is, yo. I'm dedicated to being a lifelong learner. So it is what it is, you know?
Yeah, taking like where you're at. And there is definitely something to admire with not being complacent with where you are, you know, like, cause you could say like, all right, I hit 100 average that stream. We're set. We're good to go. 100 people. But then like, but you shouldn't, like, you can of course be happy and proud of yourself for hitting that, but like, why stop there? You know, like,
I definitely agree. I agree with that. But there comes a point where you got to learn to be happy where you are, because if you never get there, when you get to the top, you're still going to feel like I want more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so at some point, enough has to be enough. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Please reach for the sky. Go for fucking 300, 400. Please do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't work through that right now, then when you get to the top, you're not going to be able to, and you're not even going to be able to enjoy it. Like this, like I hit partner the other day, and I'll be honest, like it was kind of like, I was like, man, I'm already thinking about what's next. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even enjoy my life, you know? And if you can't celebrate, really enjoy your life and celebrate life, then what are you doing? Like, what is this for? You know what I'm saying? You're doing this all for naught. You're a machine now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're just like, okay, next task, completed task, next task. You know what I'm saying? What about the celebration? What about you know what I'm saying? What about the passion, the love, the excitement? You know what I'm saying? You gotta bask in that. That's what life is all about, you know?
Yeah. Most people are more hyped about their affiliate stream than their partner stream. And I bet that's a common thing.
Yeah. I mean, I can go through it and all about Twitch and finding out what partner really means. You know what I'm saying? If I knew what I knew now about it, I don't think I'd even be on. I might not even be on Twitch affiliateship. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying. But you know, I went down this path, you know, and I'm just making the best decisions I can with what I have right now. But looking at some of these contracts and shit, man, it's just like, oh my God, they are fucking us. They are fucking
contracts
us.
are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking us.
As someone
you know?
trying to break into the music industry, I know about getting fucked.
Oh my God.
For sure.
They can music industry is like, they cannot wait to fuck you. They just literally cannot. They're just like,
line them cheeks up. You know?
Yeah, line them cheeks up, lube ready. They are ready to fuck you. And it's like the worst parts of capitalism right there. Like, is it prevalent in the music industry, bro? It's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting what they do to artists, what they do to music creators. It's like, it's just all about making more money. You know what I'm saying? And just lost completely the point of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked, bro. It's like, damn. Just thinking about it, man. I feel bad for artists or anything like that.
Too.
But yeah, bro. They got it way worse than content creators. Content creators are going to be able to pave a new path for ourselves, I think. Hopefully one day I see like a content creator union or something like that, you know, where we can kind of take more control of what we expect from our platforms, you know, because right now it's kind of shitty.
Yeah, it's also so new too.
Yeah.
So, you know, there are some trailblazers and stuff, of course, and hopefully people can learn from like other failed businesses or and then they
decisions made,
exactly and improve on that, and then hopefully you guys have like a brighter future than other avenues.
I think
control of our own ads.
Control of your ad. I mean,
that's that's one of the biggest.
Can we talk about this for a second? Not only do we have not control of our ads on Twitch, we also get a flat CPM. You guys know what a CPM is? You probably okay, sweet. You guys know what it is. Awesome. I love we're on the same page here. I don't have to explain shit. So we get a flat CPM. Are you guys familiar with Devin Nash? Oh, he talks about this shit all the time, but Twitch is a pimp, essentially. Flat CPMs. So on other platforms like YouTube and shit like that, you get better for CPMs depending on what kind of deal.
Sorry to cut you off, but just super quick, maybe for the listeners that don't know what a CPM is, can you try to like?
CPMs are basically how much money you get per like person that watches your ads or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Basically. Per watched ad, how much money you get. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, people will spend a lot more time in live streams than they do on like one video. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference though. But and Devin Mash makes this point too. So please go check him out. I'm literally just regurgitating what he's saying. He taught me. He put me on for this. You know what I'm saying? And it honestly made me fucking angry. But essentially, we get flat CPMs on Twitch, which means we don't get. You know, if a company says, you know, Amazon, or obviously not Amazon because Twitch is Amazon, but if 5M Gum says, hey, we're going to come pay, you know, this is just throwing out numbers, $500 billion for ads on Twitch. And they're like, okay, takes $500 billion. This is Twitch. And they give us the exact flat rate, right? They give us the same flat rate. So it doesn't go up if they pay more. You know what I'm saying? So if another company comes and offers 10 billion, it's the same flat rate. You know what I'm saying? And on YouTube, it's different. So you get paid more per person who is given ads. So if this person is paying more for ads, then you're going to get more money on your videos for ads. You know what I'm saying? But on Twitch, it's a flat rate. So Devin Nash did a comparison. He said if people got paid as much as money as like, or even close money to what people on YouTube get paid per CPM, they would be able to, people who averaged around 100 viewers would be able to pay most of their bills with just ads alone.
Crazy.
With just ads alone, bro. That's insane. No, you don't have to milk your fucking community from subs, and they take 50% of that shit already, which is fucked up. And then you pay another like 15% tax on that shit on top of that, right? What the fuck am I doing with my life? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's pretty fucked up, bro. And you talk about, you know, and then we can't even control our ads. We do automatic pre-roll ads. So they're holding our viewership at literal stake because nobody wants to click on a stream with pre-roll ads. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying, play an ad to get 33 minutes of fucking ad-free time where people can click onto your ads with no pre-rolls. I'm like, you guys are fucking evil. You knew nobody wanted to run these shit. And then they give you fucking pennies on the fucking dollar, bro. It's fucking gross. I don't even know if I can talk about this as a Twitch partner. I don't know if I can. So if I get unpartnered, oh well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But
if you do think otherwise, like before this goes up, let us know. We can cut it out.
Yeah. I'll let you know. But
you got a week.
You got a week. I'm literally gonna be googling it right after we're done here. But yeah. it's pretty fucked up. And then you talk about, you think about, other platforms are offering you like, I've heard of other platforms offering money to be on their platforms, and like we all know YouTube is a sleeping giant. All YouTube has to really do is change their fucking user interface, and it's over for Twitch. But YouTube's not even worried about Twitch. YouTube is not worried about Twitch. They're not even on their radar. They're worried about TikTok. They're competing with TikTok. They're trying to make a YouTube Shorts app right now. They're not fucking worried about changing the UI. It just shows you how small Twitch really is in the big scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? And I wish Twitch would put us first and kind of say, okay, instead of looking at our short-term investors here and what would make them more money and will make them more happy, let's worry about long-term, what is going to make the best platform, and thus because that's going to make you more money anyways.
100%,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If everybody stays on your platform, you're going to make way more. But people in capitalism, they're so fucking short-sighted because investors want to make money. Everybody wants to make money. They don't want to do good. They just want to make fucking money. So they're going to make their money. And then when YouTube starts fucking changing shit up, when Facebook gets on the map, you know what I'm saying? If it gets on the map, all they need is a good rebrand and a UI change, and it's a fucking wrap, bro. Have you guys heard about Trovo too?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, Trovo's a fucking good app too. I've been hearing about it, but basically, like, you get paid to stream on there. Like, literally, if say for instance, this is one of my friends told me, so take it with a grain of salt. But he streams on there for like, roughly like 5 to 6 hours a day, and he has like 15 average people. They pay him $700 for that.
Oh,
that's how $700. So I'm like, and then what you think about the power for like multi-streaming at the same time? You know what I'm saying? The thing is, nobody in the US has discovered Trovo yet. That's why they're paying people to do it. So this is obviously very early on. So guess who made this fucking Trovo account just in case I ever get banned? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be fucking double streaming like crazy, man. And anybody who is not affiliate, because once you're affiliate, you give away your likeness on Twitch, so they kind of own your ass pretty much already. But if anybody's not affiliate, bro, I would recommend double streaming on YouTube. YouTube will get you way more discoverability when you stream. Way more. All you need is a good thumbnail. They'll fucking promote you. You know what I'm saying? Twitch, you go on Twitch, discoverability is fucking ass. Any new streamer, don't go to Twitch. I'm gonna just be honest. Go somewhere else. You're gonna get more money for your more weight in gold, period. You know?
That's so funny you brought that up, because literally today the operations manager followed me from Trovo. That's funny you mentioned
really?
that. Yeah.
That's fucking amazing. Fucking slide in his DM. Hey, I'll talk to him too. But like, what's up, man? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Yeah, I'm a Twitch partner, but I mean, this only contract only lasts a year, so it's popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's crazy, man. I think there's going to be so much competition for people trying, like you said, like just new platforms trying to take care of their creators first. And then Twitch, that's going to make Twitch make a move, just like how gas stations across from each other have to lower their price if the one across does. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And what competition is always good for the consumer or the creators in this case. You know what I'm saying? More competition means better fucking treatment for us, you know? This is why we don't want them to fucking buy all, like, say if Twitch like bought like Facebook or some shit like that, that would be fucking bad for us. You know what I'm saying? We do not want them fucking conglomerating, because they become a superpower and they just say fuck all the creators. We're gonna fucking squeeze and milk these motherfuckers dry and get the most money we can, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what Twitch doing right now, is because they're seen as the place to stream. You know what I'm saying? Because they got all the big streamers, but all it takes is a couple of these motherfuckers gone and a UI and a fucking UI change on another platform. People are gonna be like, oh, I get discovered on YouTube when I stream. I don't get discovered on Twitch. Why would I be on Twitch? Go to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap.
I'm about to put a green screen and just play ads behind me and do just chatting streams with ads.
Go for it, bro. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
that could be next level. You tell someone that you'll have their ad run. You tell a company like, y'all have your ad running during the stream, like the whole time back there.
Fucking Colgate toothpaste, you know?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, fucking. I got fucking 30 loyal motherfuckers right now in my chat. They're all gonna buy your fucking product. You know what I'm saying?
They're brushing their teeth. They're in the stream. What's good?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Instead of an ad break, I'll brush my teeth. I'll make sure to smile real big all stream.
Yeah, bro. I'm super excited for the future of streaming. I think it's just the future of content creation in itself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm trying to be balanced with my content creation, is because I know that in the future this shit is going to the moon. Like, nobody wants to fucking watch TV anymore. TV fucking sucks. Everybody is on streaming platforms, whether it's Netflix, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is. That's where content is going. Like, TV is becoming the new radio now. We don't want to fucking watch this shit. And the ads, to be on like a TV, the ads are so much money. You know what I'm saying? And then once these ad companies they already have with YouTube, but once they start to figure out more and more how much better it is and cheaper and how much more you get from online ads rather than fucking TV ads, TV's gonna fucking start dying out. They're gonna be fucking big. Cable companies are fucking out of the window. Fuck cable companies, by the way. They fucking suck anyways. I can't wait for them to fucking die. They fucking they're trash, you know, and they steal your money anyways. But yeah,
they have less than 20 years, I think.
I mean, I hope so. I hope so. Because
people, like millions of people cut the cord, you know, that's the buzzword, cut the cord. Like millions of people do that every year already. So it's only getting like, you know, it's exponential. It's only getting worse and worse, especially with all of them. Like Paramount Plus came out today that I watched the new SpongeBob series, Camp Coral on, by the way. So literally it's going to be like, instead of having a list of channels to go through, you have a list of streaming services to go through.
Exactly. Way better. And it sucks having multiple streaming services right now, but honestly, let's be honest, a lot of these motherfuckers are getting like these passwords are getting shared around their friends. You got like fucking 12 people on one Netflix account, you know what I'm saying? So that's fucking cool, you know what I'm saying?
And it's good for the content. Like Netflix,
it's good for the content.
You know, Netflix comes out with a banger of a show like Stranger Things, let's say. So then HBO Max is like, fuck, we gotta start making some good shows. And then Amazon is like, well, we got this good show.
Competition is good for us. Competition is good. We never want these companies to get too fucking lazy, too comfortable. Because they're gonna throw us change. Like Disney is buying every fucking thing right now, and I'm fucking scared for us. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens.
I mean, Mickey Mouse is walking around everywhere.
Fucked. Madden's the only football game on the block, and people look what happened with Madden 21.
What happened with Madden 21?
It was trending on Twitter for how bad it was, and people they got EA to talk about franchise mode in Madden 22.
I'm so glad we're talking about this. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Twitter got EA to talk about franchise mode in Madden 22 before Madden 21 came out. Because of how just how much they were shitting on it. And it's just like it's because EA has been the only NFL game in town for like 15 years now or however long it's been.
That's amazing. I love it. I love when people put pressure on the corporation that this is like leftism. It's the closest we get to leftism right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we were just putting pressure on these motherfuckers to give us what we fucking deserve, and it goes like, and that's across the board with everything. Like I'm so glad you brought up video games because like think about fucking Call of Duty and Activision. These games are fucking garbage. Call of Duty is a garbage game. I don't care what anybody says. You might have fun with it. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? But think about Call of Duty multiplayer, bro. They have not changed that shit forever. It's the same fucking engine since Call of Duty 4. They don't give a fuck about changing it. They just reskin it because they know people are going to buy it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because they got in early enough in the platform to where are into the gaming space where they are so important or so prominent, people are going to buy it regardless. That's why there's no fucking. It's a $160 billion industry. That's why there's no fucking anti-cheat for their fucking game.
Crazy.
Which is absurd. Bro, they don't even have dedicated servers.
Penny to them.
Bro, they don't even have dedicated servers, bro. That shows you how much they don't give a fuck about this game. And the game fucking tracks your data. So when you bring over your data from other games, it tracks your data and it gives you lobbies to basically to push you towards purchasing things, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So if they notice in the data that you tend to buy things after you have really bad games, they're going to give you a lot of shitty lobbies, you know what I'm saying? To push you to buy some new shit, you know what I'm saying? Or vice versa, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Which is already fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But it's like no dedicated servers, no anti-cheat. Y'all not, I mean, how many people, like it's the same complaints about Call of Duty forever. Like I feel like I'll play Call of Duty 4 and people are still complaining about the same shit. Oh bro, these maps fucking suck. Oh bro, I can't hear these fucking footsteps. Oh bro, these kill streaks are overpowered. Oh bro, these guns are fucking unbalanced. It's the same shit every day because they don't want to change. They don't want to make the best game. They just want to make money. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Respawn, which is, you know, they used to be in Call of Duty. I don't know if you guys know Respawn's history, but they used to be a part of Call of Duty, and they broke off and made Titanfall, and now you had this like, oh wow, this is a fucking awesome game, and then they made Apex. But obviously the publisher is EA, so there's obviously some money hungry tactics going on there. But it's still a better product than Call of Duty in every fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like from dedicated servers to connectivity. Like, why the fuck are we doing host migration servers in fucking 2021, bro? That is fucking laughable, bro. Like, if my friend is a host leader of our fucking match and he leaves, we all gotta fucking wait. Like, is that the case on Call of Duty right now? Still, please tell me it's not.
I don't know. I thought you said that they didn't have dedicated servers, so I just assumed. I haven't. The last Call of Duty I owned was Modern Warfare 2, so I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm pretty sure it's the same shit right now, and if it's not, it's some raggedy ass shit that some non full steps. It's not dedicated servers. Even for Warzone, they hired fucking Blizzard to do the dedicated servers for them because they didn't want to do it. You see what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck, bro. And that's the problem, bro. I just wish they give a fuck. Because when they give a fuck, when there's competition, the consumers get the best product. And I wish people were actually angry enough to say something about shit, but people just keep buying the shit. You know,
this is annoying. This is my last example for this topic is fighting games and rollback netcode. Yeah, their fighting games were unplayable online forever. And then this beautiful thing called rollback netcode was invented, and a few games adopted it, and I can play somebody in Japan, and it's a great ass experience, and it's amazing. But other new games keep coming out, and they play like shit online. Street Fighter 5, one of the biggest fighting game IPs ever. Street Fighter.
Wait, I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off. Were you watching Maximilian stream the other day when he was talking about this?
I don't know. Max talks about rollback all the time. So
okay,
maybe.
I was really watching this. So this is like deja vu. But continue. Yeah, Street Fighter 5 fucking sucks. Yeah. Continue, please.
Street Fighter 5 plays like shit online. It technically has rollback netcode, but it's a broken rollback netcode. They didn't do it right. Anyway, so Tekken, Dragon Ball Fighters, all these games play like shit online. And then finally, all the fighting game community, we all finally rose up and were like, Mortal Kombat plays amazing online. These random ass indie games have rollback netcode like Skullgirls and Them's Fighting Herds, and they all play amazing online. Smash Bros plays like shit. We are not going to buy your game if it doesn't have rollback netcode. They could announce all these companies would be like, we got this character, and then all of the comments are, but do you have rollback? And then finally,
that is some leftist ass shit right there. That's some leftist ass shit. I love it. Yeah. Continue, please.
So finally, it's starting to catch on finally. And then the newest game, Guilty Gear Strive by Arc System Works, when the first beta was out, it was delay based netcode, played like shit. Everybody hated it. But the game was good, but it played like shit. But now they announced that they have rollback. Beta was a couple weeks ago. Best online solution in a fighting game anyone's ever played. It made huge headlines. Everyone's all excited about it now. They fixed it because everyone made a big stink about it, and they actually went to work and they got it done, and now everything's better for it. And I bet every fighting game announced for the rest of time will not have delay-based netcode, and it'll have rollback or something better.
I hope so. That's what we need to do. We got to set precedent. You know, we got to set, and that's across the board. You know what I'm saying? That goes from like food, the conditions of our food, to the conditions of our water, conditions of like everything. You know what I'm saying? It literally, if we just got angry enough and to the point where we're affecting dollars, they are gonna change the shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, if a few people are gonna get mad and everybody's not gonna band together, then nothing's gonna fucking change. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking dope that happened. I'm super excited. about that, bro. And I don't even play Guilty Gear. I'm like, fuck, I need to go buy this shit right now. You know, just to submit.
For as big of an anime fan as you are, and if you like fighting games even a little, I recommend looking it up. You might fall in love.
I'll check it out. I think I've probably seen some stuff from it, you know what I'm saying, but never really played it. But that sounds exciting, bro. I'm like, damn, imagine what else we could accomplish if we just came together, you know, as people. You know what I'm saying?
We're just talking about video games. We're just talking about like netcode and video games or whatever. Like this is it really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but even with video games, if we want to stay on video games, like we can make the best gaming games ever. Like imagine if Call of Duty spent all this money and time making the best Call of Duty game possible. You know what I'm saying? That shit would probably be insane. They'd probably be so good, but they don't have to because they're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they get comfortable, they don't want to change shit. Investors are like, how are we gonna make some more money? But how are we gonna make some more money? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but like you said, this is like gaming doesn't mean shit. Like if you think about all the other things, bro, we would have a society that worked for everybody. We wouldn't have all these fucking homeless people or people who can't even fucking have basic fucking human rights like fucking healthcare. You know what I'm saying? Like we would be able to change so much. This world would be so beautiful. But we just gotta get the hands out of gotta get the power out of the hands of the rich, greedy motherfuckers, because they will never have our incentive in mind. They will never have our best interests. They'll be like, okay, sometimes our best interest are the best interest of the people and how we can make the most money align. But anytime the best interest of the people doesn't align with making the most money, it's not gonna happen. Did you guys hear that they had a fucking vaccine that would end all future fucking cold and flu diseases. They had it in the work, but it stopped because nobody had money for it. Nobody wanted to put money in it. We could have potentially ended the flu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like ended the flu, but nobody wanted to put money for it. You know what I'm saying? And because let's be honest, ending the flu is not fucking profitable. They can make way more money off our fucking suffering than they can by fixing the solutions, which is fucking sad.
I heard the same thing about the cure to cancer. Some guy that came up with the cure, and then, you know what I mean? Like, that's so much money in the medical field. Like, all the treatments that cancer costs. And they
want to drag it out. They have no incentive. There's no incentive to fix it. You know what I'm saying? There's no incentive to fix it. There's literally none. They want to make money. They want to have power. So they're going to do whatever they can to hold and keep power.
I think we should move on to rapid fire before we have a 24-hour podcast. This has been fun.
I was going to say we could just wrap it up there. Because I'm not a huge fan of either of my rapid fire questions, but if you have some good ones, then we can do yours.
Can I just say that I'm having a lot of fun right now, and I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. This is fucking dope conversations, bro, that I fucking love to have, bro. You can put that on a fucking soundbite. Fucking like for real, like, you know what I'm saying, playing the intro. These are dope conversations I love to have. You know what I'm saying? No, but dead ass, like for real, bro. Thank you guys for allowing me this outlet right now. I'm having a lot of fun. You guys are fucking dope people to talk to. So thank you.
Thank
you for coming on, taking the time. I guess anytime. I'll do one rapid fire question to wrap it out. I'll ask Sean, I'll answer, and then we'll end on your answer, Goofy.
Shit. Oh Lord.
What do you want to be remembered for?
Oh God, I don't know. We already talked about. I don't know. I mean, this is a different one. No, this is a great question. I just don't know what I want to be remembered for.
I'll ask you a different question. I'll ask Goofy that one. So for your question, I'll ask, if life were a video game, what would some of the cheat codes be?
Okay, this is more up my alley. Okay. What would some of the cheat codes be if life was a video game? Oh man, there has to be an infinite money cheat. There has to be an infinite money cheat, of course.
Fuck. That'd be nice. Instantly. I need a rocket launcher and superpowers immediately. Don't ask me why.
Copy and paste the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas cheat list and put it in. Like a rhino tank. No. There would be instead of having to grind your way through an injury, you just input the cheat code and you're healed instantly. So just do like up, down, down, left, right, A, B, A, B, and then my back's healed or whatever. Like my foot's not broken anymore or whatever.
Jumps off a cliff. I broke my leg. Fix this.
Left, right, up, down. I'm good.
What's the fucking code? Somebody has like a paper running around like, bro, it's right here. Look, up, down. Up, you know what I'm saying? He's like worried about it. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
That'd be a great TV show.
I would love it, bro. I'm just like,
so that'd be mine.
I was thinking of like real stuff that's actually in life that's like kind of a cheat code. Like pulling out, that's a cheat code.
Okay.
Pulling out.
Like, man, I really want to have sex with that woman, but I don't want a kid afterwards. Like, what can I do?
Let me just up down my dick out of that pussy, and then you're good. But
there you go.
Another one I was thinking of would be like a 401k is pretty much like a money cheat code in life, like having mutual funds and stuff. That's
stock market is literally a fucking cheat code.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't like educated enough on, not only saving money but investing it, smartly, and then being able to like set up for the rest of your life. If you just take out like 15-20% of your earnings, nothing crazy, because people like spend crazy money on, stuff they don't really need. So imagine, setting yourself up. But yeah, that'd be mine.
Joe, I get a deep ass question, huh?
Yeah, you get the deep one, because we gotta wrap up a little bit of the whys. Okay. And to tie in with this, I know like you do content creation and you want to be like, you want to entertain and stuff, but you've also mentioned other stuff you want to venture into outside of streaming, like, making a film and having like a media company, and also having like an esports team. So it kind of ties into, what do you want to be remembered for?
Well, I mean, since you kind of said that already, I definitely want to have my own black esports company, or not esports, but just media company in general. And through that, I'll be able to do like films, have my own anime, esports, and I'll be able to play around with everything that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So definitely something I want to do, not just for my own creative desires, but also I want to give back to people. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, I want to be remembered for not only the things that I did, you know, the cool things that I did, but also the impacts that I made in people's lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer that the measure of a good man is not what he does in his life, but it's how many people he has affected positively, you know? And that's ultimately my goal. I mean, I want to be remembered for making a change for everybody, marginalized communities, you know what I'm saying? Like just standing up for what's right, you know, and making people laugh, you know, at the same time. So, yeah.
I love it. Well, I think that wraps it up. Before we do the outro, where can the people find you?
People can find me anywhere under @GoofyWise, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, wherever it is, GoofyWise. Give me a follow. Come chat with me. On Twitch, GoofyWise. I just changed my name from GoofyWise TV to GoofyWise. So,
oh yeah, you got to change your beacon to GoofyWise because it's TV in that.
Oh really? Fuck.
Yeah, I wanted to let you know.
Hey,
I was gonna say the same thing.
Got you.
Your beacon Twitch goes to GoofyWise TV.
Okay, sweet. All right, for sure. Well, yeah, well, as soon as I change that, you can go to my beacons and you can go to GoofyWise. But yeah, follow me there. We have dope ass streams. I stream 3 to 4 times a week. Friday we do whatever the fuck I feel like. Scary Saturday is always Scary Saturday. Sunday is movie night in the Discord. Mindful Monday, you know, yoga, meditation, and enlightening topics. And every other Tuesday is like React stream. So yeah, pull up on me, bro. We have a good time, bro. Yeah.
Very welcoming community.
Thank you.
And yeah, there's still a lot of people in there that I recognize, you know, from the one night you raided me. And
that's dope.
A lot of dope people in that community. So if you guys check him out, show him some support, show him some love.
Appreciate you.
You guys will be entertained, and the scary games, you know, you get some funny reactions. So
fuck scary games.
Are you gonna play Resident Evil 8
I feel
on
the
stream?
same.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Are you gonna play Resident Evil 8 on stream?
Oh fuck yeah! I played Resident Evil 7. Cool. I played. I'm kind of like halfway, or maybe more so halfway through RE2 right now. But yeah, I love Resident Evil, bro. I love it. I've always been a big fan of Resident Evil. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, if you guys get a chance, please make sure you show them some love. Check them out. Thank you guys for listening to episode 74 of the Chillin' for Our Lives podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, Goofy. We appreciate you for taking the time. And we will see you guys next week on episode 75.
All love, all love, all love. Catch y'all later, man.